So I watched all 16 Illumination opening scenes to see which one was the best. And, well, let's see. Now, even if the opening looks nice visually, it needs to have an impact on me to actually be good. Okay, so which is the worst? Number 16 goes to The Secret Life of Pets 2. This opening scene really dragged on more than it needed to explain the birth of Liam, then Max's fears, but it did not hit the mark for me. Mediocre film anyways. Number 15 is for The Lorax. This opening scene shows Needville. Now, the animation does remind me of Dr. Seuss's with the houses and things, but I was not really a fan of the song showing the world building. We get to see Ted, so I guess that's cool, but otherwise nothing else. So we go to number 14, Minions. I mean, some of the masters dying was pretty funny, but all in all, it really dragged on with the narrator feeling compelled to tell instead of show, so I don't think it deserves to go that high.
Minions took an instant liking to man and helped him the best they could.
Number 13, Despicable Me 2. The opening scene here showed Russians at an Arctic base which gets abducted by a magnet. It was funny, sure, but wasn't so interesting to watch or anything, I feel. Which brings us to number 12, Minions, The Rise of Gru. We get to see the Vicious Six go to China to get the Zodiac Stone, and Wild Knuckles does some cool gags, only for him to be betrayed, but it felt a little generic, so it's going down here. And now, number 11, which is Sing 2. We basically have Mina stumbling upon an enchanted forest, and that's cool and all, but then it turns out to be a song for an Alice in Wonderland play. Had potential, but ended up just being a musical. And so there's number 10, the Super Mario Galaxy movie. We zoom in from the galaxy on Rosalina reading a story to Ralumas before getting kidnapped by Megaleg and Bowser Jr. saying the Bowser name will rule once more. Cool effects, but not so unique for an opening. Number 9 is Despicable Me 4. We have Gru doing cool stunts on his car before arriving at his old evil high school, meeting his old classmates, and Maxime transforming into a cockroach before getting apprehended. This scene was pretty cool, but I never was a fan of the cockroach thing, so it's staying here. Plus, the AVL could have tried arresting all the villains, or the villains could have tried stopping the AVL, yet they didn't. Oh well. I'll give number 8 to The Grinch. We see the Who's being festive, but then the Grinch's morning routine, which was pretty interesting. Also, it had a pretty nice song.
You're mean one, you really are a heel.
Heard the film as a whole isn't so good, but from this scene, it is a good start. Number 7 goes to Hop. It shows E.B.'s father giving him a tour of the candy factory, and it had a grand scope and interesting visuals. Maybe it's the best part of the said-to-be-awful movie, but anyways, I enjoyed it. Number 6 will be The Secret Life of Pets. I feel this scene was at first pretty boring, just Max explaining why he liked living with Katie, but the end showed all the pets, and I found that pretty neat, so I think it deserves this spot. I'll give number 5 to Migration. This showed a 2D bedtime story that Mac was telling the kids before the parents argue over what happens next, and I found that to also be really neat, so I think it deserves this spot. And number 4 is Despicable Me 3. The opening shows a news report of how Brat went evil, but what I really liked was the 80s weapons Brat uses, as well as the ships floating with bubblegum. Great scene for a meh movie. Then Sing for number 3. I liked how this showed the concert Moon went to, then cutting to the future as Moon explains how his career was born. Then we see him escape his creditors and we get to see the city, and I just really liked how they did that. Which brings us to number 2, the Super Mario Bros. Movie. This scene has Bowser attack a penguin kingdom after the penguins trying some self-defense, which hilariously fails, and Bowser steals the superstar. Really cool cinematography and deserving of this place on the list. Finally, Illumination's best film of all, Despicable Me, takes the number 1 spot, and it has a scene which is nearly on the level of All-Star for me. We have the bratty kid getting the pyramid deflated as well as some other jokes, and then end with a news report that the pyramid was stolen. This is what animation was made for, a 10 out of 10 scene. Anyways, those are all 16 opening scenes. I hope you enjoyed the video and maybe subscribe. Can't hurt.
Outrage in Egypt tonight as it was discovered that the Great Pyramid of Giza had been stolen and replaced by a giant inflatable replica.